You know, I wonder if I'm the only one who puts on perfume before I film. I really don't know why. But just know I'll be smelling good. Hey guys, it's Jenny and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I missed you guys so much, but a lot's been going on. This is the point of me having another sit down video. I said I didn't want to do another sit down video, but this is the point of me having this sit down video. It's to catch up with you guys, let you guys know everything that's been going on, because a lot's been going on. And yeah, tell you guys why I haven't been in front of the camera, and just welcoming you guys back to my channel, because we are back in action. Like, as you guys can see, I'm happy. Nah, can you tell? Can you tell? Okay, so if you guys want to find out where I've been and what's been going on, let's get right into this video. Let's not waste any more time, and let's get right into the tea. Okay guys, so this is what's been going on. This is how everything started, and I'm gonna be completely honest with everything, but try to not make this video like 30 minutes long. I've tried filming this video a couple of times before, and every time I've done it, I've gotten too emotional, and I'm not that type. I don't want to cry in front of camera, because I'm not doing this for pity. I'm not doing this for pretty much for nobody to feel sorry for me. It's more just to tell my story, and maybe somebody else has experienced it too, and just know that like hard time passes through. So I didn't want to cry in front of the camera to get the message across. I feel like I didn't have to, but I felt like I kept trying to film the situation while I was in the situation, so it was just like there was too much emotions in me yet to be able to sit down and talk about it. Just talking about it made me just want to shut down. So it was like, okay, scratch that. We're just gonna do it when everything is better, and everything is not 100% better, but there's I definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel now. Like, I'm at the point where I can see it, and it's bright, as bright as my ring light behind you guys. And it's just like, I see it, it's coming. So I can sit here and talk about everything that's been going on without feeling no type of way. So, okay, stop yapping, Jenny. Let's get to this. So, where do I start? So, when I first moved over here, I transferred my job over. I spoke about that in my last videos. I transferred my job over here. Let's just say things didn't quite work out in my last job. I don't want to get too much into these goes, because that's a story within itself, but things didn't quite work out in my last job. I felt really disrespected. I didn't like the way how everything was organized when I moved to the West Coast within this company. Felt like everything was kind of all over the place, but like I said, that's a story within itself. So I ended up quitting, and I quit right before I had left to New York for my graduation in June. And the reason why I quit, which was kind of like, it was stupid, but I quit more because of my pride, because I was being disrespected in this place. So I was like, no, I'm not putting up with this. But I didn't do it smart, because I'm in a new city. I'm not at home. I have way more responsibilities to take care of now that I'm in LA. And I didn't think it through. I didn't think about like, okay, how are you gonna get in the job? How are you gonna figure it all out? So I went to New York. I just went to New York carefree. I was like, I'm gonna enjoy this trip. I'm not gonna press on the issue right now. I'll worry about that when I get back home. So when I get back home, now that it's mission, try to find a new job, which I thought that it wouldn't take so long, because anybody who knows me knows I'm really well with having job interviews. I do really well with getting jobs. Like, that was never an issue for me back in New York. But then again, I forgot, you're in a new city, you don't know how things work around here, you don't know what these people like to hear, you don't know all of that. So it's kind of like I got stuck in a bubble. So what I thought that would be just a couple of weeks of me not working turned into 3 months of me not working. And then when you think about it being 3 months of me not working, and you think about, okay, where am I getting all my money from? Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I'm not a saver. I shop way too much. I enjoy shopping. I enjoy buying nice things. I enjoy, you know, just doing stuff. So I had a little bit of money when I quit, and I had enough money to kind of like be okay for a second. But then after, it was kind of like, okay, I really need a job. I really need some type of money to be coming in. So then it got to a point where I was just like, okay, I'm about to get evicted from my apartment, from my precious apartment that I worked so hard to move all the way to LA for. Like, I worked hard to do this. So to get to the point where I'm about to lose my apartment, it's kind of like, oh shit, like I'm really deep down in the dirt. So I got to a point where I just had to suck up my pride and start asking people for help and trying to see like who would want to help. And this is where I'm just like, I tell you this much, it's so crazy how much people like kind of supported my move to LA, praised my move to LA, was always telling me like, oh, now I have somewhere to stay when I go to LA. Like, you were plotting on staying in my place when you traveled to LA. I've always been there for a lot of these people. I've done a lot for a lot of these people. And when I tell you that no one, there was 3 people that did anything for me throughout these 3 months. And when I tell you nobody else, and it's not like there's definitely like a fucking fruit fly. It's flying across the camera like, bro, get out my shot. Anyways, when I tell you that I had to suck up my pride, like, I'm asking people for help, not for money to just go shopping, not for money to go do my hair, not for money to go do something like tedious that I don't necessarily need. I'm talking about, I'm about to get evicted. Can you help? And it's not even like, oh, can you help and donate some money? No, it's, I got you once I get back on my feet. And people know that I'm that type of person. Like, I got you once I get back on my feet. Even if you tell me no, I'm still gonna offer you back that money when I get back on my feet. So the fact that these people knew that about me, and the fact that these people, it wasn't even like they were giving me good excuses or excuses at all. It was more just like, you would just tell me you're gonna help me out at this and that day. This and that day comes and you're completely ghost. Like, I don't hear from you, and it's not like we haven't been talking the days leading up to this day. So it's just like, it didn't make any sense. It's like everybody did me dirt. There's only 3 people that was there throughout this whole process, and that was my mom, my sister, and little Miss Maria. Literally, my friend Maria that used to be my roommate back in New York. Like, literally, those are the only people who helped in any way. And other than that, it's just like everybody disappeared. A little bit of people that I didn't know in LA disappeared. So I kind of just got into this real deep depression. Like, I just felt so low. I felt like something that was so big to me, something that was so precious to me, something that I worked so hard to just make it to LA, to then work on other things. This is already, before I even get to work on these other things, this is already being swept from under my feet. So it was like, I was hurt. It was so much going on. It was too much to take in. Like, I was pretty much almost ready to just pack and go back to New York and just be like, you know what, fuck it. It's just, maybe it's just not for me. And then after a while, I was just like no, like, you did all of this, you worked this hard, you want to be here. Like, don't say, like, I started looking for things that were wrong. I started purposely picking and choosing things in LA that was wrong, that I didn't want to do, that felt like, oh, just judging every single thing in LA in a negative way, just to kind of convince me like, oh, maybe I should just leave back to New York, just because things were getting tough. And then I'm just like, I can't leave because things are getting tough. Because then with all those people who I asked to help them, and everybody else who I'm sure doubted me when I was moving to LA, I proved them right. And not only that, I let myself down. Like, forget them, I let myself down. Like, I didn't even try to keep going. Like, so it's 3 months later since I haven't had a job. Well, since I didn't have a job, and I was now blessed with a job, which I just want to keep kind of low-key into myself, just because I'm just taking it all in. 3 months I think has been the longest that I've ever been without like any form of income, and literally relying on other people to do absolutely everything, like eating and transportation to go to like interviews and stuff, and my rent mainly, because literally all of my other bills, like my keeping my phone bill on, that has been my sister holding it down, and then all my credit cards and all those kind of bills are all like passed through crazy. And my rent is the only thing that I've been focusing on paying, and it's just like such a big amount too that I'm paying for rent that it just got really overwhelming. So there's a lot of things that have changed in my apartment, which do I want to talk about in this video? Maybe not. Maybe I'll save it for something else. But just know there's a lot of things that have changed in my apartment that I had to do to help me out financially until I'm able to get back on my feet. So yes, all these things are still going on. Like my credit cards are still completely maxed out and really past overdue. But there are things that I know that I can fix, that now I know, okay, I have a job. I'm going to cherish this job. I'm going to work hard and work on my other things, which is why I'm back on YouTube and focusing on all the things that I have to do. And now I'm getting back on my feet. So that was just a little bump in the road. It made me really sink in though. That was the only time that I feel like this was like a real life experience for me, that it was my first time to really experience something that made me feel low, like really low, and really shitty as a person, because it wasn't even like I got fired. It was more like I quit. So it kind of made me feel like I made the wrong decisions. I didn't think things through when it came to, I felt like I just wasn't thinking things through when it came to how I planned everything out. Like I didn't have a backup plan of when I decided to quit that job. So it was a mess. It wasn't the right moves to make. So that's kind of why I just felt like I let myself down. Like nobody did that for me. I did it for myself. And then I did it at a time where I should be the happiest girl in the world, because I got one of my goals accomplished. Like moving to LA was a goal. So I got that goal accomplished. So it's like I let myself down. Like that's just what it felt like. It just felt like I completely let myself down. Like I completely hit rock bottom. Like I didn't know what else to do, and I just felt like before I felt like there was no end to this. Like this was what it was gonna be, and I just had to leave and go back to New York, and maybe LA wasn't for me. Like I started to think like maybe this was just a sign and I'm just not meant to be here. But now I just positive about everything, like anything and everything. Even if it's something negative, I look at the positive side in it, and I just been believing in myself and knowing that, you know what, like I held myself down these 3 months. Well, not obviously with help, but like I was able to maintain myself mentally without completely going insane. Like yes, I completely secluded myself from pretty much everybody and started doing different things that I probably wouldn't have done before, just as a way to relieve all the things that was going on at home. So I started going out a lot more, which I'm pretty sure people noticed, but I still do now. But before I was doing it again, shit-faced drunk and like fuck it, I don't have to be at work the next day, like I'm good. But now it's more different. Like now it's like I go out, but I go out as like a networking thing. I go out to meet people. I go out to get my name out there. I go out to get my face out there so people know who I am. So it's a little bit different now. But going out, people know in New York, I rarely did. So it was just something that I used to make me feel better. Going out and getting drunk made me feel better. For those couple of hours that I was out, all my problems in the world, it was like they didn't exist. So yeah, that was that. So that's pretty much what's been going on without going completely detailed and day to day. Like it was pretty much just a very low point for me, and I just feel like the point of me making this video is obviously to keep you guys updated and tell you guys like what's been going on and why I haven't been on camera and why I'm back now. But I've just had so much people give up on me that I just want to say, don't give up on yourself. Like literally just don't give up on yourself, and realize that people come and go. People that you probably never thought would do you wrong will be the first people to do you wrong. So it's kind of like it is what it is. You gotta move on. Adios. Just say goodbye to them and get rid of them out of your life, because they're no good. They no good. They're no good for you, mama. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. I thought that would be, last times I've done this video has been like 30-45 minutes long, but I think I found a way to really like shorten it out and get it through. Okay guys, so that was all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I thank you guys all for the people who stuck around. I've been watching my views, my subscribers, they're still slightly growing. Even a little bit that they are, I was still getting views while I was gone. So I appreciate it so much, because I know I've been gone for a while off YouTube. So if you guys are new to this channel and this is the first video you ever watch, welcome. But I promise my videos are not this depressing. It actually wasn't really that depressing. It was a depressing situation that I made sound brighter. Positivity. So anyways, like I said, if you guys are new to this channel, welcome to the cool crew. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom so you can see more. Okay guys, until next time, lovers.